This bike's too small for me. But it definitely, holy sh! Hello and welcome to my channel. It's been already a couple of weeks or so since I started installing the Swytchbike kit on Barbara's bike. So it's time for episode number 2. The final thing is the battery pack, make all the connections, and then perhaps tie the wires on there a little better, secure that nothing could come off, and of course a test ride. So let's take a minute and go through what was installed the last time around. Alright, in the front we have the hub motor, and there's this wire that goes with it. That's where the power comes to the motor. The battery pack will go on the handlebars. Haven't done that yet. The other component here is the crank sensor. That'll tell the control unit when to turn on the motor. And there's a wire that'll also go to the power pack. So that's really the only thing we're missing right now. This is the power pack. See, this is the mount. Very similar to that of a handlebar bag. I'm just hoping that Barbara's stem here won't get in the way. Oh, it looks like that'll work just fine. Now the thing that I was puzzled about, I got so many wires coming out of this thing and they're color coded. So this one must most certainly connect together. Then there's another one here which I believe is for a throttle, which we don't have, it's optional. There's no cap to put on this, so that's a little bit concerning. Then there are those two other wires here that are for brake sensors. That's an optional feature also, and we don't have it. This handlebar mount comes pre-assembled, so first thing I have to do is unscrew these beautiful stainless steel screws. There's a washer there too. Do the other side. We're showing this in time lapse so that you don't get bored. Now we're going to put on the spacers. There are 2 sets of spacers. See, these ones seem a little bit loose. Okay, then I'll try out the other ones. So the problem I'm running into right now is that I've got spacers that are too thin. They're gonna make this thing bounce around too much. And then I have spacers that came with the thing that are too thick, but I think we can use them. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, see that strap? It is meant to prevent the whole battery assembly from tilting too far forward. I'm not sure if Barbara's adjustable stem is compatible with this, but we're going to see this in a minute. Now we're ready to put this on. Clicks right in. Awesome. I'm not sure if I'm happy with the way this looks. However, according to the instructions, this strap that holds it in position is supposed to be doubled up because apparently it's nylon and it could stretch. I think the position like that, even though it doesn't look so good, might be just fine. So now I got my connections here to plug in. This one's for the motor. Gotta find a way that will route it securely. First I'll have to take off this mess here. I just tied this up temporarily so we could go for bike rides without using the switch kit. Yeah, this might as well just follow the cables, so I'll be tying it around there. And the motor one, well, see, the connection is right here. Don't want this to interfere with anything, but it shouldn't be a big deal. We got tie wraps. I got actually better ones than these guys supply. And we can also use some electric tape for it. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad, so I'll just proceed and put it all on there. Okay, I plugged them all in now to make sure that you know what to look out for. See, there are some arrows on here, and to plug it in completely you basically have to push it all the way. Same thing here, it's the one for the sensor. See, there's normally this orange. This one is another plug-in. It's probably for a throttle sensor. It's got to look like this. You just plug it in completely. As you can see, my routing here, it's around the cables. The motor wire, well, it's a little bit loose here right now. I'm going to put some tie wraps right around there. So then it can still turn freely, but it's not quite so loose. Won't interfere with the tire or anything. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Alright, we got everything tied up. It can steer just the way it's supposed to. There's nothing interfering. Now this thing, it's still on a weird angle, but at least you can see the display. We're going to leave it like that for now. If there's any problem with it, we'll fix it later. Anyways, what I'm curious about is, does this thing work? Hold to turn on. Alright, now we got this. Let's take this show on the road. Let's do it. I mean, it should be super duper simple, at least in theory. In reality, I don't know. Do I anticipate some problem? Maybe. But it definitely, holy shit, does this thing ever go? So I guess I gotta tell Barbara, because I think she's gonna be surprised how fast this thing goes. Yeah, I definitely I'm definitely gonna have a hard time keeping up with her if she's riding this thing. The assist stops immediately when I let go of the pedal, but hey, this is like wow, pretty fast. Yeah, if this video is kind of wonky, that's because I'm doing it all on the fly here. But we know that it works, so that's good. Well, it's time to show Barbara. This is awesome. Well, for me, that would be way too much power, to be honest. The way I'm sitting on it, I can barely pedal this thing because I'm sitting way too low. Well, I gotta test it, right? Now we got a super strong wind, which apparently will not be a problem anymore for Barbara, except for the noise. Yeah, I think we have to go for a ride today so she can really take that for a little spin. Try it out. Yeah, she's riding it. The first sound she made was "ooh," so I'm guessing it is working. Here she comes. I figured.
How it does uphills because, like, it just takes off. I'll leave you in the dust. Maybe not, people don't classify it as cycling, but after 50 or 60 kilometers and I'm exhausted, I can turn this on and keep up with George, but it also slows down when you don't pedal,
Mm-hmm.
and you can brake. It's not taking off, it just stops. I like that whole feature. Just perfect. I'm excited to give it a whirl, even in the rain. We might have to get a jacket for it, eh?
There's one in the box.
Is there?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you got that too.
This is gonna be like perfect. Oh, increase power, hold to turn on, hold to turn off, and decrease power. Oh, you can do that too.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Yeah, so this thing is fully functional and it works really well. I'm surprised. I'm surprised there's nothing more, you know, like sometimes with those things you have to tweak things a little bit and play with it until you got it just right. But the way we did it from the beginning, like step by step, it worked really well. So I can honestly say that it's not hard to install this kit. It took me so long because I got sidetracked, not because I had problems. And well, so far it seems like the system works well, and we're gonna go for a big test ride with Barbara, and then we're gonna keep you updated how well this actually holds up over time, and if this solves the problem that we have when Barbara gets tired after 50 kilometers, then she could turn on the pedal assist and ba-boom. That was the idea. Stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and hey, did you find this video and the previous one that is on the screen right now, by the way, did you find them useful? Then I would much appreciate if you let YouTube know and click the like button. That's all you gotta do. Thanks.